Take a look at this diagnostic readout. We see a flawless 100 performance score and 0 milliseconds blocking time. That intense optimization is chased just as aggressively on mobile platforms. Third-party grading tools reinforce this behavior, awarding flawless grades for following specific technical checklists. However, it's worth asking, do these flawlessly engineered grades automatically translate into a #1 spot in Google search results? Achieving these scores is a technical victory, but it often exists in a vacuum. A site can be technically perfect according to a diagnostic tool and still struggle to find its audience if the speed metrics aren't connected to actual user behavior. This confusion has split the SEO community into two opposing extremes. The first camp consists of technical specialists who claim that page speed is the absolute highest priority for ranking a website. The second camp is made up of content purists. They argue that writing is the only variable that matters and that technical speed is irrelevant as long as the answers provided are accurate. Both of these extremes are dangerous half-truths. Following either path strictly causes millions of creators to lose web traffic and potential revenue every year. Over-engineering a site to shave off a single millisecond costs excessive money and developer time. Conversely, ignoring speed completely means you lose your audience to a loading screen before they even read your first sentence. To understand how to actually rank, we must look directly under the hood of Google's algorithm and separate the direct ranking metrics from the indirect ecosystem. Google does measure performance directly, using a specific set of baseline measurements called Core Web Vitals. This diagram breaks down exactly what those vitals measure. The algorithm tracks 3 specific data pillars: how fast a page initially loads, how quickly a user can interact with the elements on screen, and the overall visual stability of the layout. But when we zoom out, we see the modest truth. These 3 pillars make up only a tiny fraction of a massive, complex algorithm. In reality, speed acts as a tiebreaker. If 2 sites offer identical information, the faster site wins the higher rank. However, a fast site will never outrank vastly superior writing. While the direct algorithmic reward for speed is limited, failing to meet the minimum speed baseline sets your site up for a massive indirect failure. The real danger of a slow website lies in its indirect penalties. Missing the speed threshold triggers a chain reaction of algorithmic demotions. A loading delay of 2 seconds causes users to immediately leave the site out of frustration. This drives up a metric known as your bounce rate. Google's algorithm does not view a high bounce rate as a technical glitch. It interprets that mass exodus as a signal from human users that your content is low quality or completely irrelevant to the search query. Then there is the crawl budget. If slow server responses force Google's indexing bots to wait too long, they simply abandon reading your site entirely. When that happens, your newly published pages might never appear in search results at all. Speed itself doesn't directly rank you higher. It indirectly prevents Fuel from penalizing and burying your good content. Creators must achieve these high speeds to avoid those indirect penalties, but they shouldn't have to spend months of developer time rewriting code to hit the threshold. Nimbica is an AI-powered edge platform designed to address these indirect SEO penalties. It specifically targets WordPress sites, making them up to 16 times faster out of the box. The system bypasses complex server configurations entirely. You simply generate and copy a single secret API key from the dashboard. That key integrates directly into a standard WordPress environment. Once connected, Nimbica handles the caching and image generation continuously in the background, requiring 0 manual configuration. By utilizing AI automation, creators secure the required speed threshold effortlessly, completely eliminating the technical bottleneck that holds so many sites back. We need a new mental model for SEO. Do not view page speed as your final destination. View it as a mandatory toll road you must cross to reach it. If that road is blocked by slow load times, no user will ever reach the content waiting at the end. When nobody arrives, Google safely assumes the site is an abandoned ghost town. This formula illustrates the true relationship. The base value of your SEO is always the content itself. Speed is the multiplier that decides if that value is realized. If the multiplier hits 0, the entire total zeroes out. PageSpeed is simply the ultimate protector of your audience's attention span. Stop obsessing over page speed as a vanity metric meant solely to impress a diagnostic tool. Utilize zero configuration platforms like Nimbica to handle the technical heavy lifting invisibly in the background. Eliminating loading friction preserves your bounce rate. By maintaining that human engagement, you ensure the algorithm continues to see your site as a valuable destination. Automate your speed so you can return your focus to creating phenomenal content. In the modern internet, the most successful creators don't waste their time building faster sites. They let technology do it for them while they build better stories.